Real quick, shout out to the sponsors of these streams, Prime XBT. So you guys have done such a great job supporting me by using that link in the description. So if you want to support me, you want to help me out, I don't have anything that's monetized. I just ask that you use one of my links, Prime XBT, information's in the description. You use code MAIN50 before you deposit. You get up to a 7% deposit bonus to a maximum of $100,000 deposit. It would be a $7,000 bonus. And yeah, that's the best way to support me. Sign up, use that link, take some trades with us, hopefully make a little bit of money. Let's talk about Bitcoin now. So the first thing, right before I left, I did a video and we talked about this pullback here. 12-hour order block, 12-hour SFP, target 1, target 2. I said that this is the short. We broke market structure. We're looking to sell, and this played out like to precision. I took a short here. I know a lot of you guys did as well. And where did we go? Take out swing low, and the last swing low. This is the last swing low of this entire consolidation here. And really what we're in here is just a big range. Deviate the high, trade to the low, deviate the low, we're trading back at the high now. We're just in a big range here, and we're also in a big range still here. The initial short we took at 25K was based on this range. So we're still in this range. You can already see some of the confluence as to why you are looking to long here, right? You can already start to see some of the confluence. So we'll go over the factors that I had, but I posted this in Telegram, right? In advance yesterday. Monthly bullish breaker, previous all-time high. You also had some fib confluence, lots of things lined up here. So firstly, I said, okay, we got this monthly bullish breaker here. Up candle before the down move that ran the lows. We now broke to the upside, broke market structure. So a retest of this area is a buy. Doesn't matter what time frame this occurs on, that's what the bullish breaker is, and it is a buy, right? So you have a low here, then you have a candle form right here that drives us below this low and then back above this candle. That's the breaker, right? This is my this is my go-to setup, right? So this is it forming. I use this on the hourly for you guys to get into trades. This is it forming on the monthly. So we wanted to be bullish in this gray box. We also have a very clear level here. There's your previous all-time high. Look where the low is. So where do good order blocks form? Near significant levels, SR, right? So we had the confluence of the breaker, the up move here before the move down below the lows, reclaim, and the previous all-time high. And if you even take this low to here, you'll have a 61.8 tap, right? You'll have a fib retracement, bang, and that level I had drawn here was that range, right? Right at the EQ. Right? So there was tons of confluence here in terms of why you want to be long. Now, did you just set orders at the 19.66 level? To me, retesting previous all-time high generally is a good idea to look for longs, but you guys know how I operate, right? First, I want to say, okay, this is where I'm bullish. Then you do the zoom in and you say, okay, we now run all of these lows. Where do I like to operate? I like to operate at the extremes of moves. So if we have a range from here to here, I want to do business at the top of the range and the bottom of the range. So we ran this low, and within this little area in price below the range, this is where I'm going to be hoping my setup forms. This is now a lower time frame. This is the 12-hour, but we have the confluence of the old all-time high, that high time frame mid-range, this high time frame fib pull, and the monthly bullish breaker. So there's all of that high time confluence that I want to be looking for a long in this zone. Then I go down to the 12-hour and I say, okay, we're trading below an old swing low. We're at the bottom part of a trading range. I want to be looking to get long, and then you can dial in even more. And you guys should be able to see one of my setups right here within this gray box. Is this not a breaker right here? Up candle for the down move that ran the low. We broke market structure, retest, bang. That's just one entry. You could have traded this as an over-under, right? Just literally draw your line, say, okay, here's my low, under, back over, boom. There's an order block entry right here. Down candle for an up move that breaks the high, pull back, go. There's a bunch of entries here. There's an SFP entry. This is its own breaker right here. So you could argue that this is the breaker you use. So there's a ton of difference, and I posted a few of them in Telegram today. I'm like, there's a ton of different entries that you could have taken here. And it's kind of was up to you, right? At that point, you know what you're looking for, you know where you're looking for it. Now you just got to go and execute, right? So there's the over under, right? There's the order block. Here's another order block. So there was lots of opportunity. Hopefully you guys were clued in when I basically said, hey, I'm max long from, this 20.8K region looking for 25K. That came to fruition very fast. Obviously I didn't post the setup. I was literally had a nightmare travel day yesterday, guys, but I tried my best to keep you guys updated, even though I wasn't fully locked in. So hopefully this all makes sense here, guys, right? Why were we looking for bullishness in this area? Monthly breaker, high time frame, mid-range, 61.8 pullback, ran a previous low, retesting the old all-time high. These are all pieces of the puzzle to I'm looking for bullishness, right? So I always talk about high time frame to low time frame, right? We always start with the high time frame. So there's your old all-time high, the breaker, the EQ of the range. Those are your high time frame things. Check, check, check. That I'm a bull. Now we dial into the low time frame, the 12-hour. Okay, we're trading below an old low, right? Sell side liquidity, SFP. Yada, yada, yada. And then down to the hourly. Okay, now what's my actual entry trigger? Am I doing the over under? Am I taking the breaker? That's the high time frame to low time frame idea, right? You start with the high time frame to form your bias, and then you use the low time frame to then find and execute an entry. I think short term, this is a very aggressive move to the upside. Whether or not we just push up from here, definitely possible. But if we're pulling back, right, I like this consolidation. That also lines up with that 12-hour mid-range right here as an area where we could potentially get into new levered longs, whatever it is. Super low time frame. This is not my edge here, but you could do something like this, okay, and say like, okay, here's your trading range. And then you want to play either sides of the range. If you get a fake out above, play back in. If we get a fake out below, play back in this way. That would be like a super low time frame, if you're trying to scalp or whatever. That's how I get involved in moves that are already happening. And I know a lot of people do. Perfect example is right here. You have your range low, range high, trade below the range, back inside, long attempt number one, retest the mid-range, long attempt number two. So you could look for a similar type of setup potentially to form right here. Have your range. If we trade below the low, right, and then reclaim, that's a long trigger. So that would be your super low time frame. I'm not really interested in that. I'm going to wait and see if I get something on the hourly at least, or much more to my preference is the 12-hour, as you guys know. So the 12-hour PD arrays, right, the order blocks, the fair value gaps, etc., are quite far away from price right now. So I kind of need to be patient and just wait, right? And I'm okay with that. I like to do my business below old lows, above old highs. I like to do my business at the extremes of ranges, and I like to do my business at high time frame points of interest. So high time frame order blocks, breaker blocks, fair value gaps, those kind of things. That's where I do my work. And if we're not in any of those areas, I just simply do not take the trade. Doesn't mean there's not a trade available. It just means that there's not a trade for my system there. And that's okay. Ethereum, Bitcoin is outperforming. As long as FBTC looks bearish, I think Bitcoin's going to outperform. But Ethereum, very similar, right? What's the 2017 high? Did we come that low? I don't think so. Not on this last. Oh, yeah, we fucking did. Look at that. There's your 2017 high. Just like on Bitcoin, where this low happened, look at this previous all-time high on Ethereum. Like, are you kidding me? Bang into it, right? Exact same setup as Bitcoin. Ran all the old lows. I think we have a weekly fair value gap right here. 12-hour gap here as well. It's not as nice as Bitcoin. I think the Bitcoin setup was more obvious because of the monthly bullish breaker, but that's the previous all-time high on Ethereum and the previous all-time high on Bitcoin, both of which, right, caught the Pico low. That's hilarious. So when like people say like, oh, TA doesn't work, I'm like, well, then how come it respects levels then? And the other thing is if you look at the chart at all to determine where your stop goes, where you're targeting, you're doing TA. You are doing TA. If you use the chart to make decisions for your trades, you're doing technical analysis. All right, let's take a quick look at the dollar here. So the dollar, we finally came up to my area. I'd marked this ages ago. I was bullish on the dollar that entire way. And now it looks like we are reverting, right? We have a move up. Here's your 12-hour breaker. As long as we stay below here on the dollar, I think we trade down into this low. And that's good for crypto, right? So as we took out that high, what's the next most likely area after taking out this high? Maybe this swing low. There's your breaker setup. So again, if we stay below here, I think the next move on the dollar takes us down to here, which again is going to be good for Bitcoin. You need to go to jail. That's what you deserve for promoting TA. This must be Algod. I'm sorry, I'd probably make your yearly salary every single month by drawing lines and boxes on charts. I understand. I would hate me too if I was you. If I was a skinny, poor little bitch, probably lives at home, I'd be upset too. But I'm tall, I'm jacked, and I'm rich. So I got nothing to complain about. You can DM me if you need some help. Maybe I can give you some one-on-one lessons. We can help you earn a little bit of extra money. Maybe you can move out of your mom's basement. I too am working on moving out of the basement. There's nothing wrong with living in your parents' basement. There's only something wrong with living in your parents' basement if you're on the internet talking shit to other people who are clearly doing much better than you. Why are you always on vacation, man? Because I like to chill, man. Okay, let's see what this little broke bitch has to say. Bro, you don't have enough money for the liquidity to matter. You can go max long on your entire account on Prime. I guarantee you will have no liquidity issues. They can handle your $50 order. Hide this user from this channel. He had a good run, guys. He had a good run. What an absolute goof you are. Any help for that? Yeah. Try not sucking. You need to come up with some better material. You need data and you do need a model, a system. Gotta have your system. Can you explain your system in detail? No. What the fuck is all that? This guy says, can you give a setup for entry? I don't even know what the fuck that means. What do you want from me, bro? Did trading cause your hair loss? Fuck you. What changes did you make from not profitable to profitable? I started making money was the main change. Oh, is this the same guy? Look, he made a whole new account and came back in here. It's okay, bro. It's very easy to ban you. This is very, very good alpha right here, guys. And it's gone. Hey, babe, I'm almost done, okay? Oh my God, this guy keeps making accounts to come in and just talk. It's hilarious. Hilarious. I know, it's just hilarious. This is the third account he's on today. Some people are so upset and so angry. I don't know the type of person you gotta be to literally like go on someone else's video and just start like talking smack. Are you okay? Like, is everything okay at home? Like, are you good? Oh, look, he's back. He's made another account. What's wrong with you, bro? Did the bad man take your money? Did you try and do TA and it didn't work from you and you lost all your money? Like, why are you so angry? This person's not very smart. Don't worry about it. You're gonna be okay.